In the bustling office lobby, Anna, impeccably dressed, strides forward, lost in a serious phone call. Her sharp, focused expression cuts through the air as she navigates the busy space. Nearby, Maria quietly mops the floor. Maria continues mopping, her kind face a stark contrast to Anna's intensity. Anna strides into the elevator, a whirlwind of ambition and urgent calls. The jarring squeak of Maria's cleaning cart grates against the polished backdrop. Anna's glance, brief and dismissive, speaks volumes. The elevator ascends, carrying two worlds in strained silence. The elevator begins its smooth ascent, carrying its silent passengers upward. Anna breaks the silence, her voice echoing in the confined space. "Okay, I'll see you then." The elevator continues its ascent, the hum of the machinery filling the void left by her words. A moment of contemplation as the elevator smoothly glides upward, each floor marking a silent passage. The elevator nears its destination, the journey's end, signaling a new beginning. The elevator ascends smoothly, its hum a stark contrast to the silence within. Abruptly, the elevator rattles violently, its ascent grinding to a halt between floors. The lights flicker erratically, casting dancing shadows that heighten the growing sense of dread. Darkness descends as the lights extinguish completely, enveloping the confined space in an oppressive black. Silence fills the void, broken only by the faint sounds of the city far below, a haunting reminder of the world beyond their reach. In the confined space of the elevator, a sudden jolt throws Anna off balance, fear etching her face. Maria remains composed, her swift action a stark contrast to Anna's rising panic. The silence of the stopped elevator amplifies the unspoken tension between them. The emergency light casts long shadows, turning the ordinary space into a stage of mounting dread. A disembodied voice echoes from the speaker, breaking the silence and heightening the uncertainty. The elevator is still, trapping Anna within its metal confines. Anna's voice pierces the silence, echoing her rising panic. "Hello! Hello! We're stuck! Elevator's not moving!" A detached voice responds, seemingly from nowhere. "We're aware, ma'am." The voice continues, its tone impersonal, stating, "Technical difficulties." The disembodied voice concludes with a hint of reassurance. "We're working on it." Inside the elevator, Anna's impatience fills the confined space. Maria remains a study in serenity, untouched by the rising tension. The elevator ascends, each floor amplifying Anna's silent frustration. Maria's gaze remains steady, her composure a stark contrast to Anna's restlessness. The close quarters amplify the unspoken divide between them. As the elevator nears its destination, Anna's anticipation builds. Inside the elevator, Anna checks her watch, her brow furrowing with mounting frustration. Confined by the elevator's walls, she begins to pace, her anxiety amplified by the soft echoes. Her voice laced with rising impatience, Anna mutters, "This is just great. I have a crucial meeting in an hour." The elevator remains unmoving, each second stretching into an eternity as Anna's apprehension intensifies. The elevator is still, the silence broken only by the hum of the fluorescent lights above. Maria offers a comforting assurance. "It'll be all right, ma'am. They'll get us out." In the cramped elevator, every shadow seems to deepen the sense of unease. The air grows heavy as the elevator remains stuck, suspended between floors. Hope flickers in Maria's voice, a fragile promise against the cold reality of their predicament. In the confined space of the elevator, Anna's cold stare pierces Maria, a subtle contempt shaping her expression. The silence hangs heavy as Anna's gaze intensifies, hinting at the storm brewing within. The tension escalates as Anna's words cut through the air. Easy for you to say. Her voice hardens, revealing the stakes. My career is on the line. The weight of her words settles, leaving Maria to absorb the stark reality of Anna's predicament. The elevator remains a silent witness to the unfolding drama, its metallic walls reflecting the cold exchange. Confined within the elevator's sterile cage, silence amplifies Anna's rising unease. Her footsteps echo, each pace marking the growing tension as she traverses the limited space. Lost in thought, Anna murmurs, her brow furrowed, a storm of calculations brewing beneath the surface. The confined space amplifies her inner turmoil. Anna is trapped in the cramped elevator, the fluorescent lights casting an unsettling glow. The silence of the elevator is broken only by the faint hum of machinery, intensifying Anna's isolation. Frustration mounts as Anna speaks into her phone. Yes, I'm still stuck. No, I don't know when I'll be there. Her voice rises with impatience as she demands, just reschedule. The elevator remains unmoving, the silence returning to mock Anna's rising anxiety. Inside the quiet elevator, Maria stands beside her cleaning cart. A gentle smile softens Maria's features as she extends a bottle of water towards Anna. Here, ma'am. You look stressed. The fluorescent lights of the elevator reflect off the bottle as Maria offers a moment of solace. The quiet hum of the elevator fills the space, amplifying the unspoken exchange between the two women. In the cramped elevator, Anna pauses, her eyes betraying a flicker of hesitation. The silence stretches, broken only by the hum of the elevator, as Anna reaches out. With a murmured, "Thanks," Anna's voice barely cuts through the sterile air. She lifts the water to her lips, a desperate thirst driving her. The water disappears quickly, a silent testament to her parched throat and hidden anxieties. The elevator ascends, carrying the weight of unspoken words and palpable tension. The silence stretches, amplifying the confined space and the deliberate avoidance of eye contact. Anna breaks the silence, her voice echoing slightly in the enclosed space. So, Maria, right? Anna continues, her tone laced with a forced casualness. How long have you worked here? The question hangs in the air, awaiting Maria's response in the stifling atmosphere of the elevator. The elevator ascends, its gentle hum a backdrop to Maria's quiet anticipation. Maria's kind eyes reflect a decade of stories, a warm smile gracing her lips. 10 years, ma'am, she says, her voice a comforting echo in the confined space. Seen a lot of changes. In the elevator, Maria's words linger, hinting at the passage of time and the silent transformations witnessed within these walls. The elevator ascends, its smooth motion a stark contrast to the turmoil within Anna. Lost in memories, she reflects on the passage of time. A soft murmur breaks the silence. 10 years! Wow! The realization dawns. I can't imagine doing the same thing for that long. The elevator arrives at its destination, signaling a new chapter. Maria stands alone in the elevator, the cold fluorescent lights casting a sterile glow. The elevator ascends, a subtle hum the only sound in the echoing silence. It's honest work, she reflects, the words echoing softly in the confined space. A sigh escapes her lips as she murmurs, and it pays the bills. The elevator continues its ascent, each floor a step closer to the unknown. Lost in thought, Maria barely notices as the elevator smoothly comes to a halt. Inside the elevator, Anna's gaze shifts. seeing Maria in a new light. A quiet moment hangs between them, filled with unspoken understanding. Anna acknowledges the shift with simple words. "I guess it is." The elevator continues its ascent, carrying them toward an uncertain future. The elevator ascends, its gentle hum providing a quiet backdrop. Maria begins to speak, her eyes sparkling with joy as she thinks of her family. "They're just the light of my life, you know." Maria smiles softly, lost in fond memories. Each one is so different, so special. Maria's voice is filled with warmth and affection. She closes her eyes for a moment, savoring the thought of each unique grandchild. The elevator continues its ascent, carrying Maria and her cherished memories. Inside the sterile confines of the ascending elevator, Anna's face is bathed in a cold, isolating light. A sigh escapes her lips, heavy with unspoken burdens, as each floor marks another step into her isolating success. In a barely audible whisper, she questions her path. Another floor, another year, another compromise. Her voice, laced with despair, echoes in the confined space. "Is this all there is? Just this?" Regret washes over her as she laments. "I have sacrificed everything for this career. Friends, family, love, all gone. And for what? An empty apartment and a corner office?" In the cramped confines of the ascending elevator, Maria's face is thoughtful. The elevator continues its ascent, the silence amplifying Maria's deep contemplation. Maria's brow furrows slightly as she murmurs, "Sometimes, the things we chase aren't the things that truly matter." Her gaze softens with a hint of melancholy as she reflects on her own words. The elevator nears its destination, each floor a silent reminder of choices made and paths not taken. As the doors slide open, Maria's eyes reflect a newfound resolve. In the muted confines of the elevator, Anna's expression shifts, reflecting a moment of quiet contemplation. A subtle softening crosses Anna's features, hinting at a shift in her inner resolve. The elevator continues its ascent, the soft hum a backdrop to Anna's introspective moment. As the elevator ascends, a gentle change washes over Anna's face, replacing doubt with quiet understanding. Bathed in the elevator's soft glow, Anna allows her thoughts to settle, her expression now calm and assured. The elevator nears its destination, carrying Anna towards an unwritten future. The elevator, a compact metal vessel, ascends, carrying unspoken stories within its walls. Voices echo softly, sharing laughter that dances off the polished surfaces, filling the confined space. Quiet reflection settles, a comfortable silence weaving between them, speaking volumes without words. The shared experience deepens, etching moments of connection into the sterile metal confines. An unspoken bond forms, growing stronger with each passing floor, marked by shared laughter. As the elevator halts, their brief journey concludes, leaving behind echoes of laughter and shared moments. In the confines of the elevator, Anna's gaze is drawn to Maria, a silent exploration beginning. Anna sees a flicker of kindness in Maria's eyes, a profound moment of connection. A warmth, long absent, begins to stir within Anna as she meets Maria's gaze. The elevator feels still as Anna absorbs Maria's kindness. Anna senses a profound shift, a long-dormant hope rekindled by Maria's silent presence. In the elevator's confined space, Maria faces a stern-faced woman, the silence broken only by the elevator music. Maria's gaze intensifies, challenging the woman's hardened facade. With quiet determination, Maria declares, "You know, ma'am, you're not as tough as you pretend to be." The elevator continues its ascent, the tension palpable as the woman absorbs Maria's words. In the quiet confines of the elevator, Anna's smile radiates pure, unadulterated joy. Her eyes sparkle with a warmth that melts away any pretense. With a gentle lilt in her voice, Anna speaks, her words imbued with newfound respect. "And you're much wiser than you let on." Her smile lingers, a silent testament to the connection forged in that fleeting moment. Inside the elevator, the silence is profound, amplifying every unspoken emotion. Their eyes meet, a brief connection that feels like an eternity. A nervous flutter stirs within her as she subtly adjusts her scarf. He shifts his weight, a subtle movement that intensifies the unspoken tension. The digital numbers above the door tick down, each one a countdown to the end of their shared moment. In the confined space of the elevator, Anna's eyes reflect a sense of awe as she watches Maria. Anna sees past the surface, captivated by the strength she perceives in Maria. Maria's presence fills the elevator, her compassion palpable to Anna. Anna's silent observation deepens, drawn to Maria's inner fortitude and empathy. Inside the ascending elevator, two figures stand silently, enclosed in a metal cocoon. An unspoken connection sparks, a silent dialogue filling the confined space. Each passing floor marks a fleeting milestone of suspended intimacy. The hum of the fluorescent lights casts a gentle glow, highlighting subtle expressions. Time seems to slow within the mundane confines, each moment stretched and significant. A shared understanding blossoms, transcending the silence and the metal walls. In the close confines of the ascending elevator, a quiet hum fills the tense air. Anna shifts, her intense gaze pinning Maria. A pregnant pause precedes Anna's hesitant question. "Maria, can I ask you something personal?" The question hangs heavy in the air, amplifying the silence. The elevator ascends with a quiet hum, a silent promise of the journey ahead. Maria's posture reflects focused readiness as she stands in the ascending elevator. A respectful affirmation echoes in the confined space. "Of course, ma'am." Her words hang in the air, a subtle nod to the unspoken. Alone in the elevator, Anna stands with trembling hands, a storm of emotion brewing within. She pauses, a deep breath drawn as she steels herself for what lies ahead. A moment of quiet resolve washes over her, a fragile strength found in the face of uncertainty. Her voice, a soft plea in the confined space, echoes, "Tell me about your life, Maria. Your dreams." She continues, her voice tinged with a hint of longing. "Your regrets." The words hang in the air, heavy with unspoken emotions. The elevator ascends, its hum a stark backdrop to Maria's quiet contemplation. Fluorescent lights cast shadows on Maria's face, highlighting the map of her life etched in fine lines. Maria reflects, her silence speaking volumes of wisdom gained through trials. The elevator continues its journey, a metaphor for Maria's unyielding resolve. Answers honestly, her voice filled with wisdom and experience. In the confined space of the elevator, Anna's focus sharpens, her attention completely absorbed by Maria. Anna's expression mirrors Maria's words, her eyes reflecting every nuance. Maria's voice fills the elevator, her narrative weaving a spell around Anna. Each syllable resonates, deepening Anna's captivation within the metallic confines. The elevator ascends, but Anna remains grounded, lost in Maria's story. In the silent ascent, the connection between them intensifies, binding them closer. The elevator ascends, a silent metal box carrying unspoken desires. A subtle shift in expression hints at a deeper yearning. Maria's eyes reflect a longing for something beyond the confines of the steel and glass. The hum of the elevator underscores the silent introspection, a moment of quiet revelation in transit. The fluorescent lights buzz erratically, casting long shadows across the confined space. A sudden flicker plunges the elevator into darkness, causing a collective gasp. The lights sputter back to life, bathing the occupants in an unsettling glow. Panic begins to set in as they realize they are trapped. The elevator trembles, a mechanical groan echoing through the shaft. Their eyes meet, reflecting a shared sense of dread. The elevator begins its slow, deliberate climb, each floor a silent marker of ascent. The machinery whispers its mechanical song, filling the enclosed space with a low, constant hum. The walls close in, amplifying the sound of the elevator, each vibration a beat in a symphony of anticipation. Each passing floor amplifies the feeling of isolation, the hum of the elevator a constant reminder of confinement. The air grows heavy with unspoken thoughts, the hum of the elevator a backdrop to silent contemplation. The ascent continues, a journey into the unknown, each floor a step further into the narrative. Inside the elevator, Anna's face reflects a complex mix of relief and lingering disappointment. The elevator ascends, its subtle hum a constant backdrop to Anna's emotional shift. Anna's eyes close briefly, a moment of quiet contemplation in the ascending elevator. The elevator continues its ascent, each floor a marker of changing emotions. Anna sighs softly, her posture relaxing slightly as the elevator nears its destination. The elevator doors open, revealing a world waiting for Anna, her expression now a mask of resolve. Inside the cramped elevator, metallic walls loom under dim light as Maria, in her security uniform, stands alert. Beside her, a well-dressed woman betrays no hint of the tension that fills the confined space. Maria's vigilance sharpens as she breaks the silence. "Looks like we're getting out of here, ma'am." The elevator continues its ascent, its metal walls reflecting the subtle interplay of light and shadow. The elevator ascends in hushed silence, its fluorescent lights casting a sterile glow. Anna breaks the silence, her voice echoing slightly in the confined space. "Yeah, looks like it." The hum of the fluorescent lights fills the void as the elevator continues its ascent, each floor a silent marker of progress. The silence returns, heavy with unspoken thoughts, as the journey continues. The cold steel doors of the elevator begin to part, revealing a new world. Anna's floor awaits, promising untold stories and silent paths. The elevator stops, a mechanical sigh breaking the tense silence. A threshold is crossed as the elevator doors slide fully open, inviting entry into a new chapter. The doors stand wide, an unspoken invitation to step into the unknown. Anna emerges from the office, her silhouette framed against the doorway. She pauses, about to step away, glancing back towards Maria inside. A moment of hesitation hangs in the air as their eyes meet across the threshold. The hallway stretches, silent and expectant, as Anna lingers between two worlds. Inside the ascending elevator, the air hangs thick with unspoken gratitude. Anna turns to Maria, her eyes reflecting a depth of heartfelt appreciation. Anna's voice softens as she expresses, "Thank you, Maria, for everything." Maria listens intently, her presence a comforting anchor in the confined space. Inside the elevator, Maria extends a warm, genuine smile. With gracious intent, Maria holds the elevator door open, a gesture of pure kindness. Her eyes radiate sincerity as she bids farewell. "Anytime, ma'am." Maria's gentle tone fills the space as she offers a caring wish. You take care now. The elevator door remains open, a silent invitation to step forward into the world. Maria's expression remains warm, a lasting image of heartfelt care. The cold steel doors of the elevator slide shut, sealing off one path as Anna stands alone in the stark hallway. A storm of conflicting emotions rages within her, determination battling regret in the silent theater of her face. Regret flickers across her face, a brief shadow. Determination hardens her features. She is alone, facing her choice. Anna sits silently at her desk, her gaze drifting out the window, lost in contemplation. Sunlight streams into the room, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air around Anna as she remains motionless. The weight of unspoken thoughts seems to press down on her as she continues to stare into the distance. The world outside the window blurs as Anna's mind wanders through memories and possibilities. In the stillness of her office, Anna remains lost in her private world, untouched by the bustle outside. In the quiet hallway of the office building, Maria begins her work, a faint smile hinting at her thoughts. The mop glides smoothly across the floor, reflecting the bright overhead lights. Near Anna's office, Maria pauses, her smile deepening with a hint of anticipation. The polished floor gleams, mirroring the orderly rows of office doors. Maria resumes mopping, her quiet diligence a stark contrast to the unseen office bustle. In the quiet of her office, Anna rises from her desk, a decision forming in her eyes. She walks towards the door, each step measured with purpose. As she nears the exit, a moment of doubt washes over her. Her hand pauses inches from the handle, suspended in thought. The weight of the decision hangs heavy as she considers her next move. Anna emerges from her office, a beacon of hope lighting up her face. She strides confidently down the hallway, her eyes set on Maria. The future is uncertain, but a connection has been made. The hallway blurs as the promise of connection hangs in the air.